Hi, welcome back to another episode. It is raining in Singapore today and almost every day. Um, if you don't know about the weather, it's like hot and humid throughout 12 months. Today, in this video, let's not go off track on this one because this is still being in public episode number 2. I thought that आज मैं बात करना चाहूँगी about the apps that I use here ever since I've moved to Singapore because मेरे फ़ोन में literally एक पूरी slide में सिर्फ सिंगापुर की apps हैं. Obviously, first app that I installed when I came in here was TikTok because people who are watching this don't know TikTok is banned in India, and that's why I was really craving to go through that algorithm and what's happening there. So that's the first app that I downloaded, but that is a part of the social app. So rest of the socials are almost the same. They use your regular Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, and all. I've seen a lot of people using, even adults, like using Snapchat because I think in India it's only teenagers and Gen Zs using it now. I'm not sure, but a lot of young adults here use Snap. So, starting with the next app, it's City Mapper. So, City Mapper is one of the most convenient apps when it comes to exploring Singapore in MRT, bus, its locations and everything. Google also helps majorly. We reach out to Google, put in the drop location, and as per bus, MRT, whatever is the most convenient way of reaching to that place. Google also suggests as well. But because this is the local app, they have more precise arrival timings of the buses, and they, oftentimes you actually find like the most convenient way to reach to a place, which is not shown on Google at times. So yeah, Mapper really helps out there. It even has like shuttle, ferry, bus, MRT, LRT options. I don't even know what LRT is, but okay, I'm still figuring out. The second app that I have is SingPass app. So when you get your pass, whatever, I am on a dependent pass at the moment. Weber is on a work pass. So your work pass or your dependent pass gets added to a SingPass app. Jo, apart from tourists, everyone majorly use here. People who stay in Singapore, they majorly use SingPass app, and in that app you almost have all your details, your fin number. There's a specific fin number for every resident, and it integrates really well into a lot of systems. Like when I was getting a bank account, or when we went to Malaysia recently, and when we were coming back. So whenever you come to Singapore, you have to fill this Singapore arrival pass, right? So previous two times when I came in as a tourist, I had to fill like the whole details and all. But this time I could easily just log into SingPass app and fill, and then entire form is filled in like a click because they retrieve all the information from the SingPass app, and then you're good to go. And this similar thing happened to me when I opened my bank account with DBS. That's another app that I have here, DBS banking app, and it was completely online. So I just logged into through my SingPass app, and they retrieved all my information. So yeah, SingPass app is I think second most used apps when it comes to Singapore. Then I've been using another app called Time Left. It is also there in a lot of other cities, countries. In India, I've checked out it's in Bangalore, Bombay, Delhi. This app honestly helps meeting people, strangers, over dinners, and I love the concept. So I've taken a 3 month subscription of it, and you get to choose whether you want to go out on a Friday, on a Thursday, or on a Wednesday. Their most OG nights are usually on Wednesdays. I don't know about any other what happens in other countries, but in Singapore they have these dinners on Wednesdays. I actually have a dinner today. Today is Wednesday, and the only thing that you get to know about the people who you are meeting for the dinner today is just their ethnicity. So I only got to know which restaurant am I going to today. They don't disclose the location beforehand, and You just have to walk into the restaurant and ask them where the time left table is, and there'll be like 5 6 people sitting there. All you get to know is how many participants are there, what are their professional domains, and what are their ethnicities. So today I'm going with some people who are from Singapore, Philippines, and India. I'm assuming India is me. And they're from healthcare services, any other professional industry, and arts. So I think arts is me. Um, so yeah, then you they're like this gaming option, and so large drink is pretty interesting. All of this unlocks after you've reached to that place, so you can play like this ice breaking game with all the strangers that you've met on the app. And after that you can go out for the last drink. So all the different tables that are sitting across Singapore meet together at this one bar for the after drink. So you don't just meet 6 people or 5 6 people on that dinner. You end up meeting more people when you go out for the drinks later. The fact is that people who are coming in for time left wants to network. So that's the big plus. And they're also very uh, approachable. You can talk to them, you can network with them, and it's fun. The next app that we use is Hello Ride and Any Wheel. I'm going to put both of them in the same category. But these are all cycling apps, so you can um, borrow a cycle from any of the cycle stands outside their different locations. When you open the app, you'll get to see where are the cluster of bikes parked. One is right outside my building, so you see the how many bikes are there, and you can pick up any of the cycle and uh, use it. I think something similar is also there. Yulu bikes are also there in Bangalore. So for here, it's Any Wheel and Hello Ride. So Hello Ride is are the cycles in blue color. Any Wheel cycles are in green color, and you find them in almost outside almost every MRT, every bus stand, and a lot of different locations as well, which are highly commutable. So you can pick the cycle from anywhere, drop it at any place, and then scan the code. And it's really cheap. It's like $1 for 30 minutes. And ever since I've come to Singapore as a tourist, and even now that I stay here, me and my wife have loved to go out cycling. And when my parents were also here, they also had like a blast. We were cycling from Gardens by the Bay to Marina, and it was a lot of fun. It's like a very good stretch. So if you are in Singapore, even as a tourist, it's going to cost you a little more. I remember when I was visiting and I added my Indian number, it charged a lot more than a Singapore number. So you can either use somebody else's scanner code, or get a temporary SIM whenever you're visiting as a tourist, and I think that would help you get a good offer on it. The next one is Grab, of course. Um, Grab for booking rides, for dining out, for ordering food, express deliveries, just like Swiggy and all. But it's Swiggy, Blinkit, Instamart. It's like a mix of Uber and everything here. Express deliveries are not obviously as express as India. It's not a 4 minute, 8 minute, 10 minute delivery. It takes a lot of time. Like the fastest I've gotten a delivery is like 40 minutes. But yeah, me and Vaibhav enjoy our time grocery shopping, so we like to go out and buy stuff to either Mustafa or Fair Price or somewhere. Um, yeah, and then the next app is Food Panda. Again, I don't think it offers transport. It's good for groceries, it's good for food deliveries. That is what we use Food Panda for. People also use Tada instead of Grab for a cheaper price. So I don't have Tada at the moment, but Vaibhav does. So every time we're booking a cab, we just check through these multiple apps like what we do in India, Ola and Uber. And yeah, but that's for cabs. Then just like OLX, there is this another app called Carousel, and I've heard really good things about it. Like people really sell good stuff on this for secondhand. And I've also heard that their option of buying something for free, so the value of some products is like literally $0, and they are majorly like heavy products like furniture, sofas, or something. A friend of mine have literally set up his own office with free furniture. So the only deal is that you have to figure out the logistics, which is expensive enough, and there are a lot of people who are coming in and going out of Singapore, and money is not really a big you know big issue here. So they just want to get done with that product, and they just list it for free. Like you just have to pay the logistics and the packing, which is I think $20 to $40 depending on where you stay. So that is expensive enough. And they tend to sell a lot of stuff for $0. So you can, if you're moving in or if you're checking something out, people get really good deals on cycles, on massage chairs, and all the secondhand stuff is really well taken care of. So this app is also something that's really useful. Another app is KF Property Guide, which we use for our condo to book any of the tennis courts or swimming pool or squash court or gym or billiards table. So those also go out for bookings, and you can book them through this app. What else? What else? What else? Haven't explored Red Note as much, but it's a Chinese app for literally everything. It's a social media platform. It's everything, is what I've heard. Then there's another app, Meetup, which is a bit expensive. It's weekly, like 1,000 rupees. I've not used it yet, but it has a lot of cool events that are listed. Wednesday evening reading, make new friends, co-working session, game night, meet for brunch, walk, marathons, run. A lot of social clubs are there if you want to learn something with people. That's also there. Another app that I've been on is Eventbrite. So this app really is again a similar concept. Most of the events happening in the city are listed here, and you can check out different events that are happening in town and enlist for them. Some of them are paid, some of them are free.
Oh, I forgot to mention my favorite app of all. It's ClassPass. It's again in a lot of other countries, but oh man, you get a 14-day free trial where you get to use up a chunk of credits, and it gives you access to a lot of gyms, a lot of Pilates classes, a lot of yoga classes here. And initially, when I used it, and how like I went to every other Pilates class near me, and now I'm obviously a paying member and going to whatever limited set of credits I have. But yeah, it's amazing to figure out. Like I make plans around my class pass appointment. So if I'm going somewhere, I make sure that I book like a class pass somewhere near that place or that meeting or that lunch, and I finish up my workout and then I go and meet that person. It's too much fun. And in Singapore, athleisure is accepted everywhere as a way of dressing. I've attended meetings in athleisure. I have been to bars in athleisure, and they really support that environment here. And ClassPass is the biggest example of how every Pilates class in like the smallest of towns or in malls on the third floor, somewhere in a dungeon, everything is working because people have built habits accordingly. So I go to Pilates at around 1 or 2, and that is when people take a break from their office, finish out their workouts, and then go for a lunch. This is one of the apps that is truly making you merge in the culture of Singapore. So, yeah, the best one so far.
Yeah, so I think that's it for this episode. These are all the apps that I've installed and used in the last 3 months in Singapore. If last 2 months in Singapore actually, and if you have been to Singapore, and or if you some of your friends are from here, if you know any other apps that would really help me out through this process to meet people, to make our lives easier, anything, just help me out here. Bye. Thank you for watching.